What it do? A good evening. A good evening. A good evening. You're not getting sex tonight? Oh, that sucks, bro. What a shitty consolation prize for sex this must be. Has my day been busy? It's been a busy fucking week, man. I was about to jerk off. Now I'm watching you instead. Somebody always has to tell me something like that. It's like, man, I was just about to spank the fucking monkey, bro. But now you're on. Like, thanks. And I do a backwards Hadouken. Why does nobody know how to spell Hadouken, dude? Fucking kids these days, man. How many times I see people like trying to make backwards Hadouken jokes at me, and they spelling Hadouken Hidukin and shit. It's like, have you ever played a fucking video game? Whatever. I always like that though when people like try and poop on you but they misspell something. My favorite one happened the other night on one of the shows. I think it was just like a comment or something. Somebody called somebody a moran. You're a fucking moran, man. How much harder can you fucking faceplant than to be trying to call somebody a fucking moron and show that you don't even know how to spell the word fucking moron? That's pretty bad. Oh. What are you, a retard? What are you, a retard? Did he actually mean it, though? Did he mean it, dude? Or was he just memeing? Or did he actually not know how to say retard? Yeah, you're stupid. With the incorrect form of your. Yeah, that's a great one, too. It's just like, oh man. Holy shit, dude. It's my ethnicity. I have no fucking clue. Is Jeff going to be on the private show? Also, I love the Manatee special. I want to die from all his content. Oh, cool. Is Jeff going to be on the private show? No. We recorded the private show today, and he had to leave before we recorded, so would have been cool. I think we invited him, but he was driving back and had obligations back home. It's totally understandable. I kind of felt like a piece of shit, honestly. Like, he came into town to be on the show and shit, and after the show, like, all I could think about was getting home so I could pull a few videos and go to sleep so I could get back up and do the private show the next day. And he was all like, yeah, man, we should go out drinking. And I was like, nobody wanted to go do anything because we all knew we had to fucking do a bunch of shit today. So it just kind of sucks that it didn't work out. Do I like Filthy Frank? Yes, I do. My thoughts on oil versus flour. I prefer flour. I like dabbing every once in a while, but flour for the daily shit. What'd it do? What'd it do right back at you? Can you do a pirate show? What do you mean? Pirate show? Like, were we all dressed like pirates? I get the dab sweats. I used to get the dab sweats, but don't even happen no more. Every once in a while I'll get them. Like a private show, but a pirate show? Maybe. Does TJ moving get distracting? No. I don't. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't even really notice TJ's kind of like, like movement stuff that he does until Ben started making fun of it. Like, it's just not something that I really notice in people, I guess. I have a lot of nervous tics myself, so they're not as, I guess, pronounced, I guess, as TJ's are, but I've got a lot of them myself, so. Are you going to feature on a Marshall Manson track? Yeah, dude. He hit me up on Twitter, said he had a song, and I'd like to. I don't know how exactly we would collaborate, not being in the same area, but there's a first time for everything, I guess. I've never written a song with somebody remotely, or performed a song with somebody remotely, so it'll be interesting. TJ fidgets a lot, yeah. Why don't the peasants sit in different positions every once in a while? Because everybody kind of has their own fucking area. Like, I wouldn't want to trade positions with the dudes. I like where I'm at. And I don't know. I'm just used to being there. Like, what do you mean trade positions like where we sit? Or trade positions like what we do on the show? Yeah, I mean, Ben can't trade positions with anybody because he's definitely the dude that's got to be in that seat, in the same seat every night, because he's got to be able to reach all his shit. He's got the board next to him and stuff, so that's a very strange fucking question. Because I know you like Mastodon. I don't know, dude. Get out of here. Eric, hey Paul, how come the Brett Keane video was taken down? It was we'll get back to you guys on it. And anybody that bought it that didn't get the time or get it, we're gonna try and process refunds for you guys as soon as possible. But we'll talk about it, I'm sure. I don't know if you like Star Trek as much as the other guys, but are you looking forward to Discovery? Not really. I don't know. I mean, I'm not like, I don't hate the new Star Trek movies, but I'm not a huge fan of them either. Not really a fan enough to look forward to them. Thoughts on the way that Sargon is handling the new and improved Don't Talk Less He's Drunk app? What? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Who gives a fuck about Sargon? I don't know. I mean, it was a little bit spicy right at the beginning when, he and Thunderfoot beefed back and forth, but 3 videos deep from both of them, I'm kind of done. I've been done. I'm over it. You ever considered doing community theater or something to get back into performing? The problem with that is just time commitment. Having done like a lot of productions, I know what kind of time commitment is required and what kind of availability is required for rehearsal and performance, and I don't really see how I could make that fit with my job. My job, while it's certainly not like I'm working fucking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, when I work changes day to day based on the need. So if something comes up right now that needs to get done and I'm the dude that's awake, I'm the one that does it. And if I'm at a fucking rehearsal, I can't be the one that does it. So, just one of those things. You look like you'd smell like off milk. I smell pretty good, dude. I honestly do. I take 2 showers a day. I might look like I smell like sour milk, but I smell pretty goddamn good. I don't like to stink, man. I don't like being stanky. John Wayne Gacy or someone like him was alive today, you think you would have... oh, you're one of those, dude? Cool. Eat the poo-poo! I care because Thunderfoot is God. Oh, God, get out of here, kid. You smell like you look good. Why are my eyes not red? My eyes don't get red. Like, I don't know. I guess some people get that irritated eye thing when they smoke a lot of weed, but yeah, I never really did get that like bleary, red-eyed thing. My eyes are a little glassy, I'm sure. Yeah. Pupils are a little slow to fucking respond. Thunderfoot and Sargon are gods amongst shitty neckbeards inside garbage cans. Whoa. Somebody get this guy the fucking funniest comment of the year award. Right now. I know it's early on in 2017, but I think we can give it out right now. I don't think anybody's gonna beat that kid. Somebody mail him his fucking statue. Debate Sargon on what? What would be the topic? Who would be moderating? I love Paul. Can I be on your Jude Law list? No, dude. No. Paul, I can tell you're stressed. I know it sounds cliche, but hang in there, man. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been stressed, but okay. Fear said she's coming back in an hour or so to join the chat with weed. Well, if I'm still here in an hour or so, then I will gladly toke a transatlantic bowl with her. Transatlantic bowls. Well, thank you, fans, for being here and hanging out with me when I do these hangouts, man. It's a two-way street. I like doing these things. Why am I so stressed, man? Just life shit, man. A lot of work, a lot of craziness, a lot of shit going on, a lot of strands in Duder's head, man. Do a fat rip off that bong, dude. I don't really feel like taking bong rips right now, man. Thoughts on nihilism? I don't care enough to be a nihilist. No, I don't know. Whatever. I kind of disregard nihilism as boring, but ultimately probably correct. Ever talked to Phil Hellenes? Yeah. I don't know if he and I ever had like a personal back and forth, but we used to comment back and forth on each other's videos. I was a big fan of his back in the day. Thoughts on Warren Buffett? I don't care about Warren Buffett. What is it with Americans and plastic cups? I mean, you don't have like a bunch of cups like this to pour water into. You you to fucking glass every time you need a glass of water? The fuck is up with you guys and glassware? Don't you know we invented this plastic shit that never fucking biodegrades and never breaks down, and if you drop it, it just bounces? Make TJ quit smoking? His teeth are falling off? I haven't seen any of his teeth falling off. I love Ricky Gervais, man. I was a big fan of his like old radio show with Carl, and yeah, Ricky Gervais has the laugh of an angel, dude. He's got the best laugh. Screeching, honest laugh. It's great. I have seen The Invention of Lying. It's a pretty cool flick. Really interesting concept. Yeah, man, these are not like cheap ass plastic cups. I mean, this is that Mexican plastic. All right, this shit'll be on the planet when the sun goes supernova, still looking just like this. Okay? There'll be 3 new generations of sentient beings on this planet before this fucking cup right here has a fucking scratch on it. You see? The planet's worst enemy. Get out of here. Do I ever wonder what you all look like? That would drive me batshit, dude. If I was trying to like put a face to every name in here, it would drive. I wouldn't be able to fucking talk. I kind of think of you as whatever your little icon is. I make major judgments on those icons, man. I see those icons and I'm like, well, you finally got your hands on a federal Corvette. Oh shit! I need to get that shit. I just haven't had a chance to hook all my shit up, and I need to get all my shit hooked up and start playing that fucking game, man. I dream about it. I haven't even played it yet, and I dream about Elite Dangerous. I dream about flying around, dude. All I want to I want to be in. I want to do exploration, dude. That's all I want to do. It's a big part of the game, like going out and getting map data and shit. Exploring all these, different fucking star systems and shit, mapping them out. That's all. I want to go out in the deep fucking void where there's no help. I want to live out there. Excuse me. Video of me trying VR for the first time. Dude, I don't want any getting rusty songs being made about me. If I'm using my VR shit, it's gonna be with the fucking camera off. I've never done VR, period. I've never had an actual modern VR headset on my head, so I got no fucking clue. I've heard VR plus Elite is a really dank experience. I also grabbed one of these too, in case the VR like it wears on me or something. I got the Track IR, man. Look around that cockpit. I want to be able to like look around and yeah, dude. Hey Paul, you should really play Persona 5. Yeah, I want to. Think you'll ever beat your entire Steam library? Probably not. That's my most annoying habit. I don't know, man. I have to like go outside of myself and trying to think of me as other people think of me. Probably like talking too much, I guess. I tend to have like a constant running dialogue going on in my head, and when I'm comfortable around people, it turns into a constant verbal dialogue. A lot of people don't find that annoying. Some people do. It is what it is. I'm a chatty fuck. Am I an extrovert? Yeah. I tend to be an extrovert. My favorite game released this year. I guess I'd go Near. It's been the one I've had the most fun playing that came out this year. Keep an eye on the Lenovo VR headset. It's lighter and more comfortable than the Vive. It's planned to have an MSRP. Oh, that's kind of cool. I've got the Vive sitting right behind me, so I just haven't tried it out yet. Breath of the Wild. What's Near like? It's hard to explain. It's like a combination of all kinds of different games. It has like shoot 'em up elements, and it's very. It reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and its normal kind of gameplay. Or like if you ever played any of the Devil May Cry series, it's got that kind of like dodge-based, combo-based gameplay. It's utterly unlike any other game I've ever played. I mean, it's like other games, but I've never had a game that has all those elements wrapped into one. And certainly not a game that had all those elements wrapped into one that just works. Oh. You're applying for a job at a school district as a technology consultant. Any tips? Oh, no, dude. I don't know. That's a hard one. To be honest with you, I probably got my job mostly due to nepotism. My brother-in-law worked for the school district at the time that I got hired. He kind of let me know that they were looking for somebody on a part-time basis, and so I worked two jobs for a while I waited for a full-time position to open up at the school district. And when that happened, they still had to bid it out, so I wasn't guaranteed a job, but I ended up getting hired, likely because I had already been working for the district for a long time and had a good reputation. I don't have a brother-in-law. Hey Paul, I'm about to move. Any advice? No. Lift with your legs, not your back. I've never been out of the United States in a significant way in my life. I've been to Mexico a few times, but that don't really count. My goal in Persona 5 is to fuck the teacher. Is that possible? What's your favorite Nintendo game? I like Super Mario Brothers 2. Whoa, what is all that shit? Hey, chill the fuck out. Go away. Yeah, Super Mario Brothers 2, which I guess originally wasn't even a Mario game, but I fucking fell in love with that game, man. Yeah, it's not even a real Mario, but yeah, Doki Doki Panic, I think that's right. But man, that fucking game, man, I loved that game. I loved fighting Birdo. I loved finding all the little secrets. I loved the fact that you could select different characters, which was relatively new back then for a platformer. Before then, typically it was just Mario and Luigi. They were just recolors of one another. Having 4 different characters to select from, each with their own movement style and strengths and weaknesses, was really cool. It was a cool conceit that I hadn't seen in that genre before, and it's, I fucking fell in love with that game. I loved it. Would you rather fuck Peach or Daisy? I tend to go for brunettes, so I'm gonna have to go with Daisy. Although I don't have a problem with blondes. But man, that auburn hair on that Daisy. Good Lord. I like Velma too, yeah. Do you fight the good fight? The halls of Valhalla are ringing tonight with the laughter of warriors that fought the good fight. Favorite combat style for an RPG? I like the old turn-based RPG style. The only other, and I want to try and see if this game is available on like the PSN virtual console thing. I want to be able to get it. Oh, what the fuck was the name of that game, man? It's gonna drive me nuts. It was a PlayStation 3 game. I played it so long ago. It was like, okay, it was guns, right? Everybody had guns, and basically like you would slowly, like you would pick the way that your characters were gonna run, and then you would start time and switch between them and jump. You could do these jumping maneuvers. Resonance of Fate, thank you. Fuck, that was a cool game. Man, it took a while for me to get like exactly what that game was asking of me. But fuck, man, that once you figure out like how it works and the interaction, that game got really, really fun. It was very different. I've never quite played a game like that before. Whatever happened to the newest pay-per-view? I can't get it working on the site where the video was. Just stay tuned. We're going to explain that to everybody on one of the shows, let you know what's going on. I also like Mario Brothers 2, Paul. But what did you mean by it wasn't a real Mario game? It wasn't originally made as a Super Mario Brothers game. It was called something else. It was, I think somebody said it earlier, Doki Doki Panic or whatever the fuck it was. Had different characters. It wasn't even set in the original Mario universe originally, and they took it and reskinned a bunch of Mario-esque characters onto it to sell it to the American market, and it became Super Mario Brothers 2. It's a really cool game. I like the Diablo sequels pretty much in the order that they came out. So the first one is still my favorite. Diablo 1 is still my favorite. And then 2 was really great. And 3, I think 3 is probably a decent game now. But when it came out, 3 was a pretty disappointing experience. You ever play any Sonic games? Absolutely, dude. I fucking love Sonic. Oh, they'll definitely make Diablo 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. It'll be one of those things that they're constantly remaking. Which show are you most hyped up for this year, and why is it Game of Thrones? It probably is Game of Thrones, honestly. I don't really get hyped up for TV shows, but that show is really good. Yeah, TJ told me to check out American Gods, so I probably will. I haven't even checked out Stranger Things yet. It's another one that's on my list of shit that I need to watch. No, I don't watch Better Call Saul. Did you play GoldenEye and Perfect Dark? Are still two of the best first... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they're still two of the best. The control scheme, particularly on GoldenEye, is pretty fucking retarded now. But that being said, for their time, those were the baddest games, dude. I spent so many hours sitting in my dad's fucking living room late at night with my fucking friends playing GoldenEye 4-player split screen. One of my friends would bring over their fucking N64, and that was it, dude. It was, yeah, well, it was before twin analog sticks. So, you basically moved with the analog stick on the thing, and I'm trying to remember how it worked. It's fucking awful. I'd have to pick up a fucking N64 controller, to be honest with you, to remember how movement actually worked. I don't remember how... Maybe... Oh, yeah, that's right. You had to pull down a fucking button. So here's the thing. The analog stick moved you, and then in order to aim, you had to pull a button that brought up a little fucking crosshair, and then the analog stick would move the crosshair around the screen. Holy shit. It's real bad. There was kind of an auto assist, like an aim assist thing for that reason, because if it required pinpoint accuracy, so like if you got, the bullseye close enough to the dude, it would kind of lock onto him, but it was still like a monkey fucking a coconut to kill people in that game. There was one player that you could select, Odd Job, and he was like a 1.5 feet shorter than everybody in the game, and he was banned from being picked in my group of friends, and I'm pretty sure that's true across the board for a lot of people, because he was bullshit. See, everybody else, when you got good at GoldenEye, you realized that taking time to stop and aim is how you died. You had to learn how to strafe and get that fucking aiming reticule just right in the center of the screen, so you didn't have to bring it up for the most part. The problem with Odd Job is that he wasn't susceptible to that, like, just, I have my gun level at the midpoint in the screen, and I turn around and I shoot, and it hits you in the neck or chest or some shit. It would just whiz over his fucking head. So you'd actually have to fucking hit the button and aim down a little bit to... Odd Job was bullshit. Odd Job was total bullshit, and he was totally banned. Anybody that picked Odd Job immediately, like, we had a friend come over that didn't usually play with us, and he tried to fucking pick up Odd Job. That was a restart right there. That was a system restart and an explanation as to how there's no Odd Job happening in this fucking living room tonight. Okay? Pick somebody that's the same height as everybody else and quit being a bitch. Odd Job. Why are you so fat? Because I eat more calories than I burn. Why are you such a retarded mongoloid piece of fucking garbage? Lol. It's like when someone turns on items and smash. Yeah, dude. Duo balls deep. Balls ego. Nah. Where do you live? Hey, Paul. Where do you live? I live in the Seattle, Washington area. Currently. My penis is the odd job of penises. Where's Ashley? She went to bed. Ashley worked today. Was tired. She passed out. Yeah, Pimp Monk was getting a bunch of trolls earlier, calling him fat, even though that nigga has already lost 30 pounds and is down to 3 packs a day. He down to 3 packs a day, man. That's fucking insane. I don't even think if you set 3 packs of cigarettes in front of me and gave me 24 hours to smoke them all, I could fucking find the time to smoke all those cigarettes. Like, every inhale would have to be a fucking toke on a cigarette to burn 3 packs a day. Like, at my heaviest smoking, and I was like chain smoking every chance I got, I was like a pack and a half a day. And that was the tip top, and I felt like shit after smoking that much in a day. Get that fucking nicotine headache and shit. I can't imagine doubling up on that. Yes, he smokes 3 packs a day, and that's down. That's down from like 4 packs a day or more. I mean, good on him for fucking cutting back and shit. That's crazy, man. Pimp Monk single-handedly upholds the tobacco industry. Yeah, Pimp Monk quit, dude. Winston's might go out of business. How old is he? I think Pimp Monk's a couple years older than me. I'm 37. I think Pimp Monk's like 38, 39, something like that. He might be older or younger. I don't know. Pretty sure he's a couple years older than I am. This high is hitting me. It's 5 cigarettes an hour, huh? Damn. 5 cigarettes an hour? Damn. Paul, do you think the internet has gotten way more mentally retarded since the past 10 years? Absolutely not, my friend. There is nothing new under the sun. The internet has always been retarded, and I will vouch for that shit, dude. I was there right at the very start, man. That fucking local dial-up shit, that early BBS shit, it's always been retarded. The tism has always been strong on the internet. There's nothing new under the sun. There are new tactics and new little memes and new little fucking, behaviors that people pick up. But it's just, people are stupid, man. Like, people talk about now how, like, the internet is so mean. You have any idea what a fucking candy land the internet is compared to what it used to be back in the day? Like, it hasn't gotten meaner, guys. It has not. No. Like, most places are incredibly fucking tame now. Most places back in the day were just, it was the Wild West. Nobody was moderating shit. Nobody knew how to moderate shit. It wasn't, people were just figuring out what a fucking image board was and like what IRC chat was and how it was being used and how people were using it was just not like really something that was considered in the early days. It was the fucking Wild West, dude. It was crazy. I'd go to these movie boards back in the day. I really liked looking at, I still do, movie posters. And having a computer where I could pull up these relatively, for the time, high-resolution pictures of movie posters was super cool to me, having that ability. So I posted on a forum that was dedicated to movie discussion and images and all that shit about movies. Dude, it was 90% dick. It was just cock. But people were still having conversations about movies in between the dick. It was the weirdest shit. Like, I'd go there and we'd talk about movies and shit, and there'd be cocks floating by, It was just accepted as part of the thing. Like, yeah, there's a dude out there. I mean, it's possible to post dicks, so of course somebody's gonna be posting dicks and pussies and tits and shit. I mean, there's no rule against it. So of course it's gonna happen. That's 4chan. Yeah, we didn't have a designated site for it back in the day, I guess. It was just everywhere. Was there any pussy? Oh, yeah. All kinds of porn, dude. Is the evolution of the internet for the better or for the worse? I mean, that depends on your perspective. I mean, there's certainly way more information there now in a way more easy to access format, but that presents its own problems, right? Everything on the internet is like run through the mill so many times and added to and subtracted to by so many different hands and repeated in so many different, subtly different ways. How can you possibly hope to make fucking sense out of it, It's not as black and white as, yeah, I mean, you can't really, it was cool. I mean, there were cool things about the internet back in the day. One of those cool things has more to do, though, with people's attitudes towards it, or rather, I guess, their lack of an attitude towards it. Back in the day, parents didn't know what was going on, and they didn't care. It was just like another video game thing. It's like, oh, they're playing that internet. And what that basically meant was that people were free to do whatever the fuck they wanted. Well, like R.A. the Rugged Man. Yeah. What is that? The definition of a rap flow? Man, that fucking song, dude. That song was crazy. It surprises you how dedicated some trolls can be. This isn't dedication. This is not dedication, my friend. Dedicated trolling is like deep cover trolling, dude. It's like putting hours of your life into creating a persona that isn't you. This is just autism speaking in the chat. It cost me 1 second. I go bloop and it all disappears, and he goes, "Oh, let me go get my other account." See, there he goes. Boom. And he's gone. Spam come from the tism space. Yeah, it's the lowest energy trolling that there is. Let's be honest. Just, you know, and it's always been that way. There were people, like I said, in these early fucking chat rooms that would just like, that was their thing. That was their nut, was like, and it was just like, well, you had to deal with it, you know? You can't, you know, you dealt with it the way you could, the only way you knew how. You just picked out the good comments and ignored the tiz. What's the point? Getting a reaction. That's the point. Having people go, "Wow, you're being a fucking retard." He took time out of his life to call me a fucking retard. What a loser. I knew a deep cover troll once, and it was crazy. They'd call me and hang up every night at 3 a.m. repeatedly. I don't know, that's deep cover trolling, dude. Paul, you are being very good at this. Very good at what? Yeah, dude, there's tism in the air, dude. What will you do when DP stops? I'll go get another job. Wouldn't spamming fuck Paul or something be a bit smarter than sex? I guess he wants to spam like the same thing over and over again, so I know it's the same dude. As if I didn't know it was the same dude. I don't know, dude. It's so insensitive to use tism as a derogatory. You think these people have a choice in their tism? I don't know, man. I think some of them do. I think some of them do. Yeah, dude, tism can be really funny sometimes, guys. It really can. And there have been a lot of tistic people throughout history. I can't name any. But there have been a lot of really important foundational statistics in the past. You know what I mean? A lot of these people really can offer something great. Most of them just offer tism. I'm just joking. I'm just poking the tism, dude. No worries. Serious vlogs. Yes. Yes, serious vlogs. Not every troll is tistic, but some trolls are definitely tistic. Love the show, but if I kill myself, I can't watch anymore. So sorry. Oh, shit. Paul, I think it's the fact that people can expose their retardation so easily and quickly now, more than ever, is what I meant by mental retardation in relation to social media. Oh, okay. Whatever you say, Chief. But are there B cluster trolls? Oh yeah, dude. Of course. I mean, they're trolls of every stripe. Not every, like I said, not all trolls are autists, but all autists are trolls. What else can you do except DP? Well, I can, let's see, what did I do for my last job? I worked in technology. So I've got a long resume of having a long period of time where I worked in technology. So I'd probably be able to find some kind of low-level position there. I've worked customer service for long periods of time. I'll get a job and I'll make my bank, and that'll be that, you know. Paul can be a bearish homo porn star. Cool. Cool. What did your tech job involve? I was a technology specialist for a school district, so I did everything from like setting up new technology as it arrived to networking and pretty much anything that was needed of me. It ended up being a pretty thankless fucking job, but it is what it is. I'm a professional rambler. Yeah, dude. Look at me. I'm just rambling again. I used to tell women I had a long resume. I used to think that was French for penis. Wow. Paul could be a dwarfish battle priest. Dude, I would love to be a dwarfish fucking battle priest, dude. I love that dwarves get to be like casters, you know? They get to be like priests. How many dicks have I sucked? 0 dicks, dude. I've gathered up 0 dicks in my life. Full-blown 0 dicks. Why do people keep asking you about what job you're going to do after DP? Is DP going down? I've been able to... People are always like... People are real worried. Like, they think that once you've made YouTube money, number one, they think that that's all you've ever made is YouTube money. And number two, they think that's all you're ever going to be able to make. It's a weird thing, but I have to admit that, like, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people seem very concerned with, like, what is Paul gonna do if DP ever fucking stops? What's this guy gonna do? I was fucking 35 when I joined the Drunken Peasants, and I had a job every fucking year from 16 to 35. I somehow figured it out. So, one of those things, you know. Does TJ give good head? Only when there's a grapefruit involved. We're concerned for the bombastic bear man. Oh, don't worry about it, man. The bombastic bear man is just fine. It would suck since you tasted the good life. Oh. Thoughts on Stefan Molyneux? Not really any. He bores me, and the people that like him bore me. So they're the bots from Periscope, Paul. I mean, it's a fun little game of Pong, dude. I'm happy to keep playing it as long as he wants to keep playing it. I am perfectly fine with it. Stephanie Manure. Is that what they call him? Bill Hicks or Carlin Hicks, dude? 100% Hicks. Thanks for noticing you. Okay, cool. You're welcome, bro. Get Dick Masterson on the show now. Okay. The Kissy Bot comeback. Yeah, dude. How did you hook up with Pimp Monk? First of all, I never hooked up with Pimp Monk. Second of all, he and I became friends in LA when we had to suck face for Galen. We chilled and we became buddies. So that's gonna be the story of that. Man, fuck that nigga Galen. These trolls are a sign of something. Success, dude. Every block is like $1 in the pocket. I'm like, yeah, buddy. G-Seg, $1 in the pocket. GSZ, $1 in the pocket. You say friends, but you probably mean lovers. End your suffering? Okay. See ya. Basically, a randomness. What's on my mind? Bubblegum, lollipops, butt naked black chicks, giraffes for some reason. I mean, that's just the start. Do I get paid from this? Yes. Why, yes, I do. Joe Rogan said he lost all respect for Bill Nye after the whole gender identity thing on his show. That's a shame. I really have, I've lost all respect for people who lose all respect for people. I've lost all respect for that as a tool of, like social one-upsmanship. Anytime somebody tells me that they've lost all respect for somebody, my brain turns off. Like, immediately my brain just turns to absolute fucking mush. Do you lose all respect for people who lose all respect for people who lose all respect? Yes, dude. I lose all respect for people who lose all respect for people who lose all respect for people. I mean, honestly, what's he ruining? I get to play a fun little mini game while I answer questions. He gets to have fun creating a billion accounts and face rolling his keyboard. It actually breaks up the comments and makes it easier for me to catch the actual comments. It's like, bank of actual comments for me to read. Tism. Block the tism. What's the meaning? What is the music of life? Farts. You play CSGO? No. I have not yet fallen to that great depth. Maybe all he wants to do is to get it out of his system. Maybe I'll let him do that. The next one, I'm not going to ban it. I'm just going to see how long he goes on. Maybe he just has like a big nut built up and he just needs to blow his load. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. He's winding up now. He's winding it up. Oh, yeah, he's feeling it now. Let's see. Let's see if it reaches a natural peak. Looks like he's like... Do you think he cummed? Because it looks like he's on the... Yeah, it looks like he's in the refractor. No, he's right back in it. He's right back in it. Yeah. Oh, it's all one dude. I can guarantee you this is one dude. It seems like they're coming in shorter bursts now. It's actually easier for me to just let him do it. I think the chat does limit him to a certain amount of burst chats, and it's actually easier for me to just let him keep this account. Cool, man. Men are greater than women. Cool. How come we celebrate high school in movies and other forms of media, but we all hated actually being in high school? What's this we all shit? We all didn't hate shit. I enjoyed high school. I liked it. I wasn't a super cool kid or anything, but I liked the goddamn high school all the same. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Oh, that's dope. So now, I think he can only post RD once every 60 seconds. Yeah, dude, I just escalated the war, dude. I just escalated the war. Look at that. HDR once. Yes, dude. You in my world now, bitch. You in my world now, bitch. you like that slow mode, bitch? That slow mode, nigga. All that time, all those extra accounts for nothing, my nigga. For nothing. Because now you gotta log in between them. Damn, nigga. I shut that shit down. Talk about that slow. What you know about that slow mode? What you know about that West Coast slow mode, my nigga? Do I like Tekken? Yeah, buddy. I like Tekken. You know, I feel bad for the spammer. Come on now, guys. Let's all spam HDR for him. Yeah, guys. In his memory, dude. Let's get an HDR. Can we get... I kind of miss him now that he's gone. Can we get an HDR? I want everybody... I want to see the HDRs, man. It's like the 21 gun salute. Get it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's beautiful. In his memory. This is for you, troll. This is for you. I like people to have the opportunity to post multiple things back to back, but salud. Salud. Favorite David Lynch work? Mulholland Drive. Followed closely by Twin Peaks. 3 is for the manatee. The HDR-tism was pretty strong, dude. But it was all right, man. We had our little dance. I had my little dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. You would have HDR'd me, but you wouldn't because of slow mode. Oh, damn it. I punished you by limiting you to 1 comment per 60 seconds. I think that's pretty fair. You shouldn't be spamming up in here. Even homeless people are better than Paul. That was mean. I mean, that was mean to them too. Like, even homeless people. Why is a homeless person automatically a bad person? You really like Inland Empire? Okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna listen to Death Grips. You look more homeless than that lady who was pretending to be... Yeah, I do, actually. Thoughts on Game of Thrones Season 7? I'm looking forward to it. Other than that, I don't know. It's kind of weird that he's, the show is now outside of the confines of the books. Here, no one else is paying for this. Tell me what you think about the latest news on Kushner. Thank you for $5. I'm not shocked, although the brazenness of the charge that's, come out about it, like this idea that he was trying to set up some secret communication channel between the Trump White House and the Kremlin that was completely off the radar of intelligence agencies. If that's true, it's just another little fucking nugget of, like, wow, what's going on here added to the pile of, like, trust me, when this Russia shit first started happening, I remember on the show saying, like, come on. Nothing there to support this. But as these people just drop like flies out of this administration due to this Russia shit, more and more of them under investigation, resigning in disgrace. It's like, well, Trump is doing everything he called Hillary crooked for. Well, that's just Trump being a politician, honestly. What is the best fast food chain for me? Pence. For that consistent fast food experience, it's hard to beat the Mickey D's. Mickey D's is Mickey D's, man, and it has its place. But you can beat a Mickey D's with, people are going to call me crazy, a properly run Jack in the Box. A properly run Jack in the Box. A Jack in the Box that's reasonably clean and makes a decent fucking jumbo jack. It's hard to beat that shit, man. It's hard to beat it. I like a Jack in the Box if it's a good Jack in the Box. Failing that, Mickey D's. Everything else is kind of a like subcategory there. Oldest movies you like? Good examples are Stagecoach or Anatomy of Murder. I tend to like a lot of the old like film noir detective movies. I'm a huge fan of Hitchcock, so I like his stuff from the 50s and the early 60s. I've watched some of the earlier, like really early cinema. I've seen Nosferatu. It's cool to watch that because those things are so foundational, but I'm not as entertained by those older films as I am the newer films. Just my tastes are that of a person that was weaned on, the fast, frenetic action of the 80s and 90s, so there's not a lot of that to be found in these older films. That being said, I still really enjoy them. You thought your UK McDonald's were utter shit, but your American friend visited a couple of years ago and he was surprised we have actual burgers with thickness. Yeah, there's no thickness to our burgers up in here. '90s horror, psychological films. There were a lot of great films in the '90s. I mean, there's a lot of great films now. There's always been a lot of great films. I have my tastes. Paul, in the last DP episode, you said you were into Dungeons and Dragons. Were you ever into Warhammer? No, I never actually got to play Dungeons and Dragons. I had to run an idea by the guys that I didn't even have myself that I got on Hypothesis. People saying, "Oh, it would be fun to see the Drunken Peasants play D&D," and I think it would be too. And I thought, well, I'm probably gonna have to learn to DM, because if the guys are even into doing this, which clearly they're not, which is fine, none of them is probably going to want to put in the time that it takes to be a decent DM, so I'll do it. But I've never actually done it. I'd have to learn the rule sets and shit. Get Out was surprising. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know. I like the inversion of the trope. You love Jack in the Box too. You think all of Trump's cabinet members getting fired because of Russia shit, or because of other scandals, because of their own incompetence? I mean, it's all three. But most of the Trump advisors that have had to step down have had to do so due to this Russia shit. I have a feeling that as this escalates, Trump is probably going to start firing people out of his cabinet. There's wide speculation that Bannon is on his shit list now. He'll probably go. There's wide speculation that Spicer is on his shit list. He'll probably go. It's a good sign. I mean, like, look, when a presidency is flagging, oftentimes you'll see a shakeup in the cabinet. This presidency is not flagging, it's sinking. It's the fucking Titanic, dude. It's going down. It's going to the bottom of the fucking ocean. I hope Trump doesn't resort to a military action as a distraction. What do you think Syria was, honestly? Already did it. You think Trump really changed his mind about whether or not it was right to bomb a fucking country and intervene in another country's fucking business to the tune of $1 million a missile? You think Trump, I'm gonna stop military interventionism guy was just changed his fucking mind? No. Trump needed to establish himself as a strong president. He probably had his advisors barking down his fucking throat that he needed to do something noteworthy in his first 100 days, and those bombs were just a fucking ticket. Just a fucking ticket, man. Trump gets to look presidential and launch some fucking missiles. You know, he was overflowing with compassion for the beautiful little babies. Even beautiful little babies. Trump's never given a shit about a child in his fucking life. Yeah, dude, he wanted to drop that Moab, too. Not only did I drop bombs, but I dropped the biggest bomb. I dropped the biggest bomb ever. The Moab, the mother of all bombs. Just naked and transparent. I could have used that missile money to support my impoverished, dying family. Yeah, you and everybody else with an impoverished, dying family. In the hospital, and I just found out I have AIDS. Jesus. How should you tell your parents? How about, hey mom, hey dad, I've got AIDS. That'd probably be the way I'd start it. Trump's bombs are tremendous bombs. Yeah, dude. Only the best bombs, the Moabs. Yeah, dude. If you got cancer, go fucking die. If you got AIDS, spread it around and take some lives. Die when you die. When you die, you're gonna die. Die when you die. When you die, you're gonna die. Trump dropped the biggest bomb. Well, yeah, they probably had to explain that to him. No, what's the biggest bomb we have? Well, technically, that would be, this nuclear bomb. Drop it. Drop it on Syria now. I want these people to stop talking about me, okay? They don't respect me as a president. I want to drop the biggest bomb ever. We can't do that. It's a nuclear bomb. You can't drop a nuke. Other people will... Okay, well, what's the biggest non-nuke? Drop the Moab. I love China. Yeah, I love China. There used to be a diet candy called AIDS. Yeah, I love that Bill Hicks bit about G13. Everybody fucks, everybody fucks, everybody sucks. Yeah. China. Ever been to Penn Island, dude? Penis Land? No, I've never been to Penis Land, dude. Come on, Paul, give Trump a chance. You damn liberals are always crying. Yeah, I know, dude. Give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. Let this man figure things out. You want to go to America? Why? I'd wait a couple years. I'd just wait. Save up a little extra money. Take a nice vacation that's a little closer. Save some money. Hugs, Paul. I gotta go for now. Have a good morning. Beyond Fears Bay. Yeah, dude. I agree. I like how Alex Jones has a White House press pass. That's pretty awesome. He's a #1 meme. Did you hear that? Alex Jones said himself that he is a #1 meme? Think about it. Do you respect Russia? Do I personally respect Russia? Not really. But I don't have to. I'm just a dork. I remember reading from one of the Facebook friends sharing what I believe to be fake news about the U.S. drafting people into a Korean war. I shit my pants for a few seconds. It's not gonna happen, dude. The draft is just, it's a dead, it's a piece of national legislation that's still in place that'll never probably happen again until World War III. Like these regional military conflicts and shit, they're never gonna draft people for that shit. They might have to conscript people for fucking World War III. I've already got my plan. I mean, I'm already too old and fat and broken anyway for them to have any use for me killing other people, so I probably don't have to worry about it. But I'd go to jail before I served in the fucking military. I'd let them send me straight to the fucking jail. I'd rather be in a prison. So no, I won't be digging shit. I ain't gonna be involved in no military. I don't want nothing to do with the military. They got nothing for me, and I got nothing for them. So I ain't gonna dodge it. I'll let them arrest me and put me in fucking prison if they want to. I'd rather sit in a fucking cell. That's always been my plan, though. If somebody gets a wild hair up their ass and decides to start the draft again or some shit, that's always been my plan. It's just like, well, I see that news story. It's pretty much the Paul's going to jail news story. I don't see why I should turn slow mode off, honestly. Doesn't make any sense to me. I think one message per 60 seconds is pretty fucking reasonable. They'd love that huge boost to prisons after weed finally legalizes. Yeah, see? Excuse me. You communist. I doubt they'd draft you anyway. They tend to go for young, in-shape guys, right? I mean, depending on how fucking desperate they are, I think young, in shape, they get you in shape. Like, unless you're just so morbidly obese that you can't fucking do anything, they're gonna run your bubblegum ass through basic. You'll be in shape. They'll take care of the shape. They just need a body to throw in front of bullets. They need a body to throw in front of bullets and a mind that's willing to listen to people say, hey, go shoot bullets at those people and stand in front of their bullets. That's what they're looking for. Those are the two criteria. Are you afraid of comments? That's why you're limiting our responses? Yes. I'm afraid of comments, dude. Paul, you could take a lot of bullets into your fupa. I could. Throw in Paul to pollute their water with salt. Yeah, dude. Paul, if afraid of criticism. Paul, if afraid of criticism. Hitler committed to total war using 60-year-olds as cannon fodder. I doubt America would go that far. Well, I mean, look, Yeah, maybe not as like a first option, but I wouldn't doubt how far America would go at all, given the desperate nature of circumstances. Like, you think we're really that different from any other fucking major industrialized country when it comes to that shit? You think we've got something that's going to keep us from descending to the fucking absolute basement of human depravity if it means saving our little hunk of land and our little fucking country with our little rag of a flag waving back and forth? There is no fucking depths that won't be sunk to protect that. Trust me. That's why I won't ever fight in these fucking wars. That's why. You know what? You asked me to stand my ground in front of my home, shoulder to shoulder with the people that live around me and protect that. I'd be willing to do that, but that's not what they asked you to do in the Army, is it? They asked you to go to somebody else's ground and shoot at them. No thanks. How do you roll a roach? Do you zigzag it or just roll it? Look, I'm not a very good joint roller. I use a rolling machine for real. If you're talking about how do I dispose of a roach, dude, pop it in a bowl. That's the best way to get rid of a roach, dude. It's the only way to be sure. You know, it's the roach equivalent of, dust off and nuke the site from orbit. My favorite Motorhead song is Ace of Spades, my friend. Which is also basically every Motorhead song, so I don't mean to shit on Motorhead, but they you gotta be honest, a lot of their catalog sounds very fucking samey. They shoot children so we can have iPhones, little brown children for some cookies. Yeah, dude. iPhones are more important than children. Yeah, dude. Totally agree. Ritz or chips? Chips. Depending on the chip, though, I might pick up the Ritz. Because some chips are just whack as fuck. There are some whack chips out there. First of all, anybody that's just snacking on plain-ass fucking potato chips, I don't even care if they're those upscale fucking, like, what do they call them? Kettle cooked. If you're on some vanilla old, like, just plain potato chips, unless you're dunking that in some fucking spinach dip or some shit, then you gotta up your game. I would pick a Ritz over a plain ass potato chip. I'd pick a Ritz over most barbecue potato chips. Yeah, I like salt and vinegar, but that's not a plain ass potato chip, now is it? Do you Americans know these following letters? No, that's an O and an A with an umlaut over them. I don't know what those letters are supposed to mean. Kettles is a classy chip. Yeah, that's the upscale chip, kettle cooked. That's how they, oh yeah, these are different, man. They're not like mass deep fried like these other chips. These are kettle cooked. They cook them right in a kettle in small batches. That makes them tasty. I've had Tom's. Yeah, I've had Tom's. I mean, they're good chips, but your new weed is dope. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's not bush weed, dude. What's wrong with cheese chips? No, I like cheese chips. I'm okay with cheese chips. I like sour cream and onion. I like Sour cream and cheddar. That's a good chip flavor right there. I like Doritos. And, original fucking nacho over Cool Ranch. Although a Cool Ranch Dorito can be a refreshing snack on a balmy summer afternoon. That refreshing coolness, man, hits you right in the fucking taste buds, right? I like hot Cheetos, Flamin' Hots, crunchy, the original Flamin' Hots, not the poofs. That's dog shit. Original crunchy Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Come on now. No, they're not crisps, you faggot. I live on the side of the pond that matters, and it's chips over here, asshole. Crisps. It's not even easy to say. Chips. Crisps. What are you doing? I'm heading down to the Tesco to get me a bag of fucking crisps. Ugh. Going to get some fucking chips, bitch. That sounds better. Onion rings or fries? Fries over onion rings, although I do enjoy an onion ring. Chip shops. Chip shops, mate. Yeah, fish and chips, man. Jalapeno crunchy cheetah. I don't like that. The only addition that I like every once in a while is I like those Flamin' Hot Limon, where they put a little squeeze of lime. What they do is, and this is true, every bag of Doritos, right before they seal it up, there's a little Mexican lady, and she takes half a lime and she squeezes some lime juice over them, and that's how they make the limon ones. They just squeeze a little lime juice on it. True facts, dude. I can't eat spicy chips because they make my asshole burn like the dickens. I'm impervious to that shit, man. I love spicy food. I eat spicy food constantly. And yeah, dude, I've taken some mean, uncomfortable shits because of spicy food, but it's worth it. How do I like my fries cut? Any way you want to cut a fry, I'll eat it. Maybe that's not true. There's a place called Steak and Shake. I first went to it in Ohio, but it's kind of all over the east and south. And their fries are these little tiny shoestring fries. Fuck those fries. Those are the only fries that I'm like, give me the onion rings or give me a side salad or some shit. Yeah, I ain't trying to eat those shoestring ass motherfucking fries, man. Basically, there's not any potato left in them. It's like this outside of a fry, and you bite into it, it's just hollow because it's just all the fucking meat of the potato has just been fucking fried away, and all you've got the husk. Steak and Shake burgers were dope. I got Steak and Shake several times while I stayed with the dudes on the various occasions I was down there in Columbus. The place that I ended up staying was right near a Steak and Shake, so I'd go over there and get that shit. But the fries are shit. Tater tots are good. I don't think they're the best. Their burgers were dope, though. It was kind of weird. All the people in there are dressed like they're waiters at a fucking upscale black tie affair somewhere. Like they're all wearing like dress shirts and bow ties and shit. I remember the first time I went, I was like, is there a fucking gala going on in there or some shit? What the No, that's just what they make those poor bastards wear. Fucking bow ties. Nah, there ain't no other Flamin' Hot. Don't even try it. Like, I like those jalapeno chips. Like, what are those called? They're a kettle chip. They're like jalapeno. Fuck, man. They're one of those kettle cooked jalapeno chips. They're good. Those I can get with. But fucking bow ties, yeah, dude, I'm with you. Bow ties, nah. Nah, man. I ain't down with that. I didn't have Utz until I was down in Columbus. It was alright. Hot fries, Cheeto chips are delicious. Tim Cascade? No, it's not Tim's Cascade. It's some brand I used to get all the goddamn time back in California. They're pretty good. What happened to the DP strain? Never materialized, man. One of those things. There's a lot of politics into getting your name put on a fucking weed strain, and it ain't an easy task, and just never happened, man. Yeah, there are like 2 people in Washington that have weed strains named after them, and one of them is Snoop Dogg. So we were shooting for the moon, I think. Eat a Carolina Reaper pepper shirtless. No, I would not torture myself like that for your amusement. Paul, go. Well, I guess I would. Paul, go buy some pizza flavored Pringles. No, I don't like them. I like Pringles, but pizza flavored Pringles are just, they don't taste like fucking pizza, man. They taste aight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look, I'm not gonna front and look you in the eye and tell you I've never eaten a whole can of pizza flavored Pringles. I have. Okay. But it's always somebody else that has bought that. Always. It's never me that grabs the pizza Pringles off the goddamn shelf. Never. Somebody else has thought, ooh, pizza Pringles. And I was like, fuck. I like Funyuns a lot too, man. I don't even know if those are still popular. They still sell them, so they must be on some level. But Funyuns, that's one of my favorite salty stoner snacks right there, dude. Funyuns. My favorite Clutch song, oh, dude, probably Escape from the Prison Planet. Maybe Big News 1. I just love the way that fucking album opens. If you ever tasted ketchup Pringles, oh man, no. Why would I want a chip with false ketchup flavoring? Ketchup is already a fake ass flavor. I'd hate to see how they transfer what they think that tastes like to a goddamn chip. Wasn't junk food the best in the 90s? I don't know if it was the best. It was pretty dope though. It was just abundant too, man. One of my favorite junk foods that I hardly ever get, because I hardly ever find myself in the position to get it, is those like hostess cupcakes, but not the chocolate ones, the orange ones. Where's your Patreon? I want to give you money more regularly. Also, I don't have a Patreon, but I appreciate the $10 here, my friend. And have you seen Trey Parker's first movie, Cannibal the Musical? I have not. Basically, randomness. Basically randomness. DP Patreon is yours too? Well, that's part of how DP makes money, and I'm paid out of DP's money, so yes. I tip my vape to you, good sir. Well, tip of the vape back to you. May your grape ever be bubblicious. Yeah, I've heard of Subnautica. I actually own it, and I think it's a VR title too. So when I hook up my Vive, I may check it out. What am I talking about? Whatever everybody else is talking about, man. Ow. Fucking Dynor. Whenever I sit like this with my hand hanging over the back of my, let me just show you guys what happens at that time. I'm just gonna show you. Can they see you? How do I make sure they can see you? Wait a minute. No. Stop. Okay. All right. Look at this shit. Okay. I gotta unplug it. I can't go high enough to show you what's happening. Look at this. You see this shit? I didn't pick this up. What are you doing? This is what happens. I hang my hand over the back of my chair just to chill and try and like stretch or whatever the fuck. And he just like, he'll run up and just put a fucking rope in my hand and start playing tug of war with me. It hurts. You're an insane little bastard. You want to come say hi? You want to come say hi to everybody? Yeah. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh, my goodness. Ooh. Say hello. You say hello. You say hello. You see them? You see the people? Do you see the people? Ooh. Yeah, Dynor is pretty adorable. Yeah, he's pretty cute boy. He's pretty cute fuzz face. Yeah. He's pretty cute fuzz face. You got the best screenshot ever. Every screenshot of Dynor is a winner, dude. Paul, can't females be drafted now? I don't think so. Do I wish I could talk to my dog like a human? I don't have to wish, I just do. Isn't that right? I have conversations with you all the time? Yeah? I don't think he understands like 99.9%, but 0.1% gets through that gourd. He gets it. On some fucking animalistic level. He gets it. Don't you? See? Do you get it? Yeah, dude, Dynor has the 1,000-yard stare. He looks like he has seen some horrible, horrible things. No, females cannot be drafted. Should they be drafted? Equality. Huh. If you were to have a son, what would you name him? I've always been partial to the name Alexander. So, I'd probably push pretty hard for an Alex. Give Dynor a treat? Okay. Want a treat? Want a cookie? You are going to work for this cookie. Okay? You going to work for your cookie? You going to show everybody how good you do? Okay. Here's your cookie. You're going to lay down. No. Sit. Lay down. Speak. Good boy. Get your cookie. See? sing for your supper sometime. You know? Where did we get Dinor? Ashley's little sister, Ashley's half sister. Her dad had 2 dogs that had a litter of puppies. And when they were first born, Ashley's little sister, we were in LA or somewhere. I think we might have been in Columbus, actually, when Dinor was born. And Ashley's little sister sent a picture of him to Ashley, and that was it. It was just like, we're getting a dog. This is the dog we're getting. I was like, are you sure? She's like, yes. I looked at him, and I was like, okay, I'm sure, too. We went and got him, and that was it, dude. He's just part of our little dysfunctional unit over here. Dinor the Stream. I like dogs, but I can't eat a whole one. Oh, snap, man. That's a dark joke about eating dogs while people are talking about dogs, dude. Ah. Yeah, the DP Dog Show would be fun. Dude, we should just, like, put them in a fucking play area where they got plenty of room to run around. And then just set up different cameras. Do, like, the Puppy Bowl. You guys ever watch the Puppy Bowl during the commercials for the Super Bowl? Dude, yeah. We could just do a whole fucking episode of all the drama that goes on between Salvador, Yujiro, Dinor, and little fucking Athena. Ben's little fucking monster. I know Ben has 3 dogs. I'm aware. I just don't know that, well, I know one of his dogs is older and one of his dogs is kind of antisocial, and then there's Athena. I wouldn't want to put Freya, I think Freya is his older dog. I wouldn't want to put her in there with these other fucking assholes. She's an old lady. She just likes to lay down and chill out. Do you and Ben actually have beef with one another? No. That 2-pound person got screwed over. Which 2-pound person? If I missed a super chat, I can always go back and read it. What movies are you looking forward to this year? What movies am I looking forward to this year? I guess I'm kind of looking forward to the Star Wars Episode 8 release. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 yet, so I'm still kind of looking forward to seeing that. Blade Runner. I'm cautiously optimistic about Blade Runner. I really liked Logan, yeah. Logan was pretty good. I had some problems with it, but overall it was a really good flick. Wonder Woman, nah, I probably won't even see it. The Mummy? Not really. I'm not really feeling it. Seriously, Paul, all honestly, do you have at least a slight suspicion that you are a bit gay? In all honesty, no. I like the fuzzy stuff, but people like the gayfabe, so they get the gayfabe. I would blow Jude Law, though. That doesn't make me gay. That just makes me honest. Are you kind of stoked for the new season of Game of Thrones? Yeah, dude. I feel like you act like such a shithead on these things, but dude, you and TJ have been such an influence in my life for years. I cannot express. Well, that's cool, man. Don't worry, you're not being a shithead. I appreciate the kind words. You be on my Jude Law list? Are you fucking Jude Law? Because if you're not Jude Law, then you can't be on my fucking Jude Law list, then can you? Blue Apron, a better way to cook. You're not Jude Law. Trust me. Jude Law would not be sitting in a fucking Highdeology room. He's out slaying puss. Right now. He's Jude deep in some puss. Who's Jude Law? I think Google might help you with that. Do a Jude Law shirt. Yeah, I have one here somewhere. Beautiful one. Blue Apron is not real cooking. How you figure? How you figure? Best Jude Law film? I really like him in Road to Perdition. I really like him in AI. He's been in a lot of movies that I like at varying degrees, but those are probably my two top performances of his. Real cooking. Real. Americans are too dumb to cook? Really? TJ's mad because you said that about your sponsor. I said what? I would like to know if Paul listens to any podcasts. I haven't for a while. I used to listen to this podcast called Thursday Nights, and it was a bunch of dudes that got together and played D&D and kind of podcasted it. It was fun. Is there a story behind the pig logo? Yeah, I mean, my favorite hat of all time was a Pig Wheels hat, and I bought it. It was just a special hat to me. I had it for a very long time. I bought it in San Luis Obispo when I was there, helping some guys that I was friends with set up for their show. And I needed a hat, and I bought it, and I loved that fucking hat. I wore that hat all the time for like a decade or more until it started to fall apart. And I like the logo. You know, I don't really have any affinity for Pig Wheels personally. It's a Pig Wheels logo. It's a skate company that makes wheels. But I like the little pig, man. I've always liked the little pig. He looks mischievous, you know? He looks like he's got a trick up his sleeve, doesn't he? Look at him. Looks like he knows something you don't. That's why I like the pig. That's why I like him. Good night, my friend. I have not listened to Dan Carlin, no. The ultimate cup. Go to sleep. Beyond fear is a handsome woman. Isn't it weird how handsome kind of like... Because that used to be okay to do. You used to be able to say, man, that's a handsome woman now. Handsome became like... Now, not only dudes can be handsome. You still listen to Adam Carolla, but he seems like a real dick. That's kind of the point of listening to him, right? I mean, at least like the radio personalities and stuff that I've been into have all been real dicks. That's kind of the point. You started learn how to fight? No, I have not. You're high, what do? The only thing to do when you're high is to get more higher. And what you have to do is you have to pack another cone. Pack another cone, eh? TJ sniffing coke and having rotten sex right now. I don't know, maybe. It's a possibility. really don't feel like cleaning your room. Then don't. Stand up for your right to live in a filthy hovel. You can't do that? Yeah, dude. Put another cone on the barbie. I'm getting real sick of being ignored by this bearded chub of a man. Well, now you've not been ignored, so there you go, man. Congratulations. Are we gonna do an Austin meetup? I have no idea, man. I honestly have no clue. Thoughts on the dead Kennedys? I don't know. I don't really have any. You're not gay, you're bisexual. Okay, whatever. I'm bisexual, that's fine. If that's what everybody wants to, like, fucking, if that's what you gotta do, if that's where you gotta put me, I'm cool with it. I'm a heterosexual bisexual. I'm a bisexual that only has sex with women, is only interested in sex with women. But I'm bisexual. I'm just kidding. I love dick. Oh my god. I can't get enough dick. A. Paul doesn't really have the bi smell to him like TJ. Yeah. Not really my thing. I think dicks are funny. I mean, usually when I bring up dicks on the show, it's in furtherance of some puerile fucking joke. Dicks are pretty hilarious, but beyond that, I could take or leave them. You know, I like mine. I like my dick. What do when weed tolerance is up? I think you know the answer to that. The veiny ones? Yeah, no, I don't like the veiny ones. Glad mine isn't all veiny like that, man. Looks like, I always, like, when people send me those pictures of those, like, super veiny wangs, I always think, like, dude, it looks like it's about to explode. Like, literally explode. Not like, you know, erotically, but, like, literally just turn into a fucking confetti of fucking gore at any second. Yeah, you're supposed to get more higher, dude. That's what you gotta do. Your baking be sick. Maybe you should run to the toilet instead of typing it. Go puke, bitch. You weak-willed sissy. Can't handle a little fucking imagery of a dude's dick literally exploding, turning into a bouquet of flesh. It's the fucking tamest thing we've talked about in here tonight, buddy. This is a serious vlog. Dude, all my vlogs are serious. I think Corpse Midget is doing ketamine now and turning his dick into gore confetti. Maybe he is. We can only hope. Serious vlogs. Yeah, dude, randomness. I love the Corpse Midget. Do you know that I've heard the Dead Kennedys? I don't have any thoughts on them. I'm not a big fan of the Dead Kennedys. I'm not a big fan of punk music in general. I like some. You probably make a brilliant actor, Paul. Well, thank you. I always thought I'd make a brilliant sea captain, but I'll take actor as a consolation prize. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Thank you guys all for chilling with me tonight. I appreciate it, and catch you a little later on down the trail.